All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the club, to the channel. Welcome back to Baldfc. I'm your host, the Bald Man. Breaking into game week 22. We're back. We have a pretty quick turnaround this week, so we're gonna make this a shorter episode than usual. And this also means we're not gonna have any guests this week. Yeah, that means no Yogs, no Lucas. So let's go ahead and take a little peek at some scores from this week. Yeah, Everton and Fulham drew 0-0. Arsenal beat Nottingham Forest 2-1. Crystal Palace beat Sheffield 3-2. Man City beat Burnley 3-1. Had West Ham, they drew Bournemouth 1-1. We had a Calvin Phillips debut for West Ham. He came on the pitch and gave the ball away for the first goal for Bournemouth. He passed it straight back to Dominic Solanke, who pounced on the moment, put the ball away clinically. Game ended 1-1. West Ham did pull it back with a late pen. Newcastle versus Villa, 3-1. We're gonna take a quick little peek at the table and start moving into our 3 points for this game week 22. The first game we're gonna take a peek at Tottenham versus Brentford. Guys, this was an awesome game. This is not what I was expecting. It ended 3-2. Tottenham coming from behind. Neil Maupay scored. Timo Werner had another good game. He got an assist. Every goal is coming through him on that left side. But it still shows they need a little bit of work to do as they let in 2 goals late in the game. I want to say that Ivan Toney scored once again. He is showing that he's back to the Prem and he's scoring goals regularly. My first point from game week 22, point number 1, is that the top 4 race is heating up. If we look at the standing, Tottenham and Aston Villa are tied on 43 points. Because Villa dropped points this week at Newcastle, Tottenham popped into 4th place, but they are tied on 43 points. The next couple games, Tottenham needs to show that they can get a little bit of separation from them. I think that's 7 goals in 7 games for Richarlison. He is on fire right now. So that's pretty exciting to see if you are a Tottenham fan. Point number 2, we're going to take a peek at the Liverpool and the Chelsea game. Now, if you guys were watching last week's video, I did shout out this game as the one to watch. I was right. It was fun to watch if you're not a Chelsea fan. Guys, this was devastating. I'm not going to say anything about the refereeing. All I'm going to say is that Liverpool outclassed us. And honestly, this game should have been 8-1. Darwin Núñez hit the post 4 times. I would say that there was a certain way to play if you want to beat Chelsea. Sit back, park the bus. We can't break that down. Liverpool just showed there's another way to beat us, and that is with a very effective high press. And Liverpool's been known for their high press for years. All of its players bought in. We could not get out of our half. We just got to come to terms with a mid-table finish. I'll give shout-outs to Carney Chukwuemeka and Christopher Nkunku putting together that goal seemingly out of nowhere. Shout out to our keeper, Jordi Petrovic. But guys, enough about Chelsea. This game was about Liverpool. Connor Bradley, the right back. He's an academy graduate from Liverpool. He had a goal and an assist in this game, making him, I'm pretty sure he won man of the match. Point number 2. Guys, I think this shows that Liverpool are serious title contenders. They're able to win a quadruple in this last season. Confirmed Klopp's last season. They are 5 points ahead of the nearest team, Man City, of course. I would like to remind you, Man City does have a game in hand. Liverpool are the ones to catch, and they don't even have their best player, Mo Salah. Ladies and gentlemen, point number 3 comes from Luton 4, Brighton 0. Luton, welcome to the Prem. Where has this been all year? It started out hot. Luton scored in the first minute, I think in 19 seconds. And then in the 3rd minute, 2 minutes, 30 seconds, whatever. But they came out hot and Brighton couldn't handle it. Brighton is a fantastic squad, but credit to Luton. They put their goals away and they kept a clean sheet against Brighton with João Pedro, who's very in form right now. Ross Barkley, if you haven't heard, has had a massive resurgence at Luton, playing in the 6th position, playing as more of a deep-lying playmaker. He's always been that creative player who can link up passes and has offensive output at times, but we never really got to see that at Chelsea. We're just going to break into the awards right here. We're going to start a little bit early because my player of the week is Elijah Adebayo. What a game from the 26-year-old English striker who's come up through the English football league. He's come up through the league. The first Premier League hat-trick for Luton. Point number 3, Luton Town is 1 point closer to safety. They're currently sitting on 19 points, which is 1 point ahead of Everton. The bottom 3 in the table right now, Everton with 18, Burnley with 12, and Sheffield with 10. And guys, that brings us to our awards. The game of the week, guys, was Man United versus Wolves. Man United wins 7-goal thriller at Wolves. 7 goals, awesome late drama. Another goal and assist for Rasmus Højlund. Marcus Rashford, another fantastic goal. Shout out to Kobe Mainoo for that amazing last minute winner. If you haven't noticed, game week 23 is this weekend, and my game to watch is Arsenal versus Liverpool. Now this could be a make or break game for Arsenal here. If they do want to prove themselves as a title contender for this season, they need to get a result against Liverpool. And last but not least, I do have a quick check at our fantasy. I think I put up 83 points. Notable players for this week: Saka. I captained Saka, put up 20 points for me. Ollie Watkins put up 7. This week I decided to transfer out Joachim Andersen from Crystal Palace and bring in another Arsenal defender, Ben White, putting up a lot of points this season. So I'm just hoping that trend will continue as they continue their fight for the title. We'll go ahead and see how that affects my team going forward. And I will see you guys next week.